All right, what's up, guys? VV back with another video. And in today's video, got a pretty quick little update style blue yellow ace video for today. We're going to be going over some games on the sim. Let me go and break down the video so we can get right into it today, guys, because I am running behind schedule. I'm going to have to rush out this video. It's been one of those days. You guys know how that goes, but y'all bear with me. We still got some stuff to go over today. First things first, we're going to head over to the deck list. I'll show you guys what I'm working on, the current direction I'm exploring for blue yellow ace. After that, we got 3 games to go over on the sim, and then after that, we'll check out the deck list one more time, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on the leader moving forward and going into OP11. Okay, guys? All right, let's do this, guys. Let's hop straight into it. I'll have everything timestamped in the general description, and I'll have all relevant links and stuff like that in the comments section below. If you guys have any questions, suggestions, or anything like that, please don't hesitate to put that down in the comment section below, or hop on the VV Theory Discord. Link will be in the channel description. Today's video is brought to you by Nin Garden, and their summer kickoff sale is live. They're offering 10 to 40% off site-wide across the entire store. For a limited time, get a free playmat tube with every Sun God playmat purchase while supplies last. Also, don't forget to use my code, the VV Theory, at the checkout for an extra 5% off. All right, so let's go ahead and break down the deck list real quick, guys. This is what I'm working with currently. I'm going to read through the list and then we're going to talk about it. If you're a newer player or a newer listener and you don't know how to run blue yellow ace just yet, I'm going to go over these cards pretty quickly, but you're going to be able to pause and read what they do along the way. Or down in the comments section, I'll have an entire blue yellow ace playlist for you to check out to get caught up with, okay? So here's the leader. We're running 3 Kaidos now, 3 Puddings, 2 of the 5 cost ace, the blocker ace, 4 Nami, 4 Viola, 3 Flampe, 4 Zonji, 4 Katakuri, 4 Satori, 3 Hiyori, 4 Zeus, 4 of the 2K counter promo Sabo, 4 of the ST13 Sabo, and then 4 Red Rocks. So notice what's going on here. Notice what's going on here, guys. We are just purely defensive and stall based. We have nothing but 2K counters, removal, blockers, and then life gain. It's just 2K counters, removal, blockers, and life gain. That's the entire direction that this deck is going. Tons of 2K counters, by the way. Plenty of blockers, 2 here, 4 here, 4 here. We've got about 10 blockers in the list. 2K counters, it looks like we're on 4, 7, 11, 15, plus 7, and we're at like 22 2K counters, guys. Like 20, I think like 20 or 22 2K counters, if I counted that correctly. Look at the removal, guys. 4 Red Rocks, 4 Sabos, 4 Zeuses, 4 Katakuri, and 3 Kaido. So again, you see what's going on here. We are just trying to completely control the game and stall out to the late game and start dropping down these big boys. Now, we do have to talk about another potential direction for the deck list because I'm just going to say this right up front. This deck absolutely struggles against blue-purple Luffy. I think against everything else, we have a pretty decent matchup, even going into something like green-purple Luffy. That's going to be the first game we look at in today's games on the sim. But I think we can handle green-purple Luffy. It's rough, but especially if we take away second from them, I think we'll be pretty good. Or maybe it is first. I'm not sure. Because I know against blue-purple Luffy, that's where the real struggle is. And we want to actually go first against blue-purple Luffy, I think, guys. Because if we go first, we take away them going first. And whenever we go in... So think about it like this. Here's what the curve looks like against a 6,000 power leader. Or even a leader that can potentially be treated as a 6,000 power leader, like against Shanks or something. Here's how the curve looks. You go turn 1, pass, right? 1 Dawn, pass. Turn 2, you attach 1 Dawn to your leader to swing for 6, and then you play out the Sanji. Hopefully, let's just talk about the perfect curve for this example. Next turn, on your turn 3, on your 5 Dawn turn, you attach 2 Dawn to your leader and 3 to your Sanji, so that way you can swing for 6 and then 7, and then you go from there. As long as you make it into like that 7, 8, 9, 10 Dawn turn in a good spot, you should be fine. But let me just say this. This leader, with every version I've made so far, is definitely struggling against blue-purple Luffy. Green-purple Luffy's not easy either, by the way, but I actually like my matchup into green-purple Luffy better than I like it into blue-purple Luffy. Because what are we trying to do with this deck? We're trying to stall out, right? We're just trying to stall. Like, let's make it to the late game, let's stall out the game, and then we will start stabilizing by dropping down these big characters that remove characters while putting a threat on the board, right? And that's where we can start to take over. Well, against blue-purple Luffy, not only are they gaining life like we are with the 9-cost Linlin, they're also moving our characters off the board. Some of our smaller 5-cost and lower characters, they're pushing those out of the way, putting those into life, and now we have to deal with those because they're face up, and they're going to go away at the end of our turn if we don't turn them face down or take them from our life. So they're removing our characters. They're gaining life as well. They're drawing 2 cards every turn once they get to the 8 Dawn turns and higher. And then they're dropping massive characters. They're flooding the board. It's one of those matchups, guys. It is just a hard counter for this version of the deck. I've also tried with the Go Kingdom version, and it doesn't feel much better. I'm just going to be honest, guys. It really doesn't feel much better, but I do like my chances better with the more Go Kingdom version of Blue Yellow Ace than I do with the Control version against Blue Purple Luffy. That'll be for another video, though, guys. I'm going to try to, again, this is meant to be a more quicker update style for Blue Yellow Ace. We just got a few games, 3 games to go over on the sim today. But this is the current direction we're going. And again, I will try to do an update video probably next week for Blue Yellow Ace. That's more centered around the Go Kingdom package, like with Garb searching up the 2-cost guys and things like that. Okay, look forward to that either next week or the week after that. I've been falling behind here. Okay, now let's do this, guys. Let's go ahead and hop over to the sim and see what this deck can do. All right, first game up, guys. We got against Green Purple Luffy. Volume is off. Speed is on 2x, and here we go. So like I was saying, guys, I think our matchup into Green Purple Luffy is very much winnable, but it's not going to be easy. Our matchup against Blue Purple Luffy is what we have to really work on. And guys, if you've been having any success against Blue Purple Luffy, by all means, please put in the comment section below. Now, this video I'm showing today, I recorded about 2 weeks ago. So the list is a little bit different. Notice I still have some cards in here. I have some cards in here we did not go over when we went over the deck list, but I did at least want to show you guys this video. Okay, so right here, we're just going to go ahead and swing in for 7. They take it. We're going to use the Flampe here to draw some cards. And look at all the list is still basically the same. It's just a slightly different removal package, because I think in this version, it was still OP10. It was before I had access to the OP11 Zeus cards. Okay, so just to give some context there. The Green Purple Luffy is going to go ahead and play out the Zonji and Pudding. This is a good start for them. They're on 4 Dawn still. We're going to our 6 Dawn turn. And guess what? Red Rock, get it out of here. I'm not even playing no games with this. We're not playing any games. If I see a 5-cost Zonji, bye-bye. We're getting it out of here, and that's why I'm running this deck the way it is. So they're going to swing in for 5 here. We're going to 2K counter out. I don't want to take too many hits aggressively at this point of the game against a deck like Green Purple Luffy. Okay, get out of the little attacks while you can, because when they start swinging big, it becomes very hard to do. So they take a whole turn to develop that Zoro. Getting rid of their Sanji and Pudding slowed them down that much. We smash in. We push the card right back to their hand with our Jozu. We pull back our 2K counter. They replay the Zoro, the Zoro Juro, and now they're going to be able to do some tricks this turn. They use the leader effect. They're going to be able to swing in for 7. They have 5 Dawn for the turn. Okay, so we're just going to 2K, 1K to get out of this. Again, I don't want to take hits too aggressively, because this turn, I want to slam down an 8 or a 10 cost character. I'm on my 10 Dawn turn. Okay, well, we can't swing with our leader. We're going to probably just swing with Jozu. Actually, I think I might use this turn to play out the Katakuri so I can keep the pressure on. I like slamming down the Kaido, though, guys. Slamming down the Kaido seems like the right play. Are we going to do it? Oh, I think I chicken out here, guys. I was going to. It's like, you know what? Let's swing 7, keep up the aggression here. We swing 7, they 2K counter out. We swing 7, they 2K counter out. We're going to slam down this Katakuri, push that card out of here. We have a threat on the board. We have 2 threats on the board, actually, and we keep answering what they're doing. I think playing out the Kaido would have been fine there as well, because, again, they didn't take any life, but that's actually a good thing. We got 2 cards out of their hand. They're going to go ahead and use a Gamma Knife here to get rid of this Jozu. Okay, bye-bye, Jozu. Right, hey, bye-bye, Jozu. It was nice knowing you. We're going to go ahead and let him go. They're going to smash in with Luffy here. Are they going to... Okay, I thought they were about to use the effect to swing twice. They probably should have, to be honest. We take that hit there. I think it was Satori. We're not going to use the Satori here. And now we are going to attack into this board, guys. We're going to swing 8 into 6. They're going to take it. Looks like we're going to go 8 into 6. And we are going to Gravity Blade both these characters off the board. Again, just removal on removal on removal. That's the name of the game with this deck, guys. Just remove something every single turn while grinding down your opponent's hand and life while you're gaining life and all that good stuff. Okay, that was a pretty good turn they had. I mean, it was just a matter of time before they found their next Sanjin Pudding because they searched with Zoro 3 times. We pushed him back, and he got to use it twice, and this is his next Zoro. So we're going to swing in for 8 here. They 2K, 1K out to get out of that. We're going to use the Kaido here, bounce that card. Hey, you can draw a card with it again if you want to, but you're not going to get to attack in with all these different characters. So they do, in fact, play out the Sanjin Pudding, and on play it draws a card. Seems pretty good card, guys. Sanjin Pudding's a pretty good card, must say. They're going to use the effect here with the leader. They're up to 5 Dawn. What are they going to do? 7 into face. I'm like, well, that's less than ideal, I have to say. We do take the hit there. It looks like it was a Shirahoshi, and we're going to do a draw 3, trash 2. Now they're going to swing in for 7 more. We're going to 2K, 1K to get out of this. And here we go. They're going to play out a Nami. They're going to do some searching. Let's see if I show what it is. Sometimes I show what it is. Sometimes I don't. Okay. So in this situation here, I think it's still time to just maybe go for the board a little bit because I don't want him to have that Zoro on the board. But at the same time, I do need to poke like, yeah, okay. So we're going to go 8 into 6. This is going to force cards out of hand. 2K, 2K to save the Zoro. He's not saving that card, guys. He's not saving that card, right? I swing 7 into it. I swing 12 into it. Does he want to try to save that? That'd be a Gum Gum Giant plus a 2K. Here we go. He's going to try to save it, guys. 2K. 2K, oh, 0 cost 3K, excuse me, 0 cost 3K. Okay, well, Red Rock, get that card out of here. We gain a life, play out Viola to turn it face down, and we Red Rock the 5 cost 7K Sanji to the bottom of the deck. We bottom decked 2 Sanjin Puddings now. One's in their life. So here we go. We're going to 2K counter out of that attack. They're going to swing in for 7. I think we're probably just going to take this one. Yeah, because, guys, they're lower on, they're starting to fall, like their Dawn is getting very low now to save all this stuff and try to survive. But, hey, yeah, they're trying their best. We're going to play out the 5 cost Ace here to set our top 2 cards. Now we're going to for sure hit our leader effect no matter what. We know it's going to hit. We're going to swing in for 8. Let's see what he does. Probably just take this because he's not... Okay, I probably would have taken that, guys, because I can't really go for lethal here with what's left on the board. I would have probably taken that, but hey, that's fine with me. They counter out. They're down to 2 Dawn again just to try to, stay in this game. We're going to play out the Hiyori. We're going to pull the card out of life, put a card into life. I have 2 life, 2 blockers, 2 2Ks and a 1K in hand, and yep, it's my opponent's turn. They're going to tap out. The writing's on the wall. The best. Oh, excuse me. They went up to 4 Dawn for the turn. Okay, remember they went down to 2 Dawn just to survive last turn. They were up to 4 Dawn for the turn. They couldn't even go for a 6 cost play, but it didn't matter. I had double blocker, double life, and 5K counter in hand with a 1K counter in hand and a Hiyori. A 1K counter in life and a 2K counter in life. We were not losing that game. Not at that point. Okay, good game to my opponent, and that, like I said, that was with an older list, and now the next 2 games we're going to look at is with the list I showed in the intro. Okay, so next game up here, we got a game versus Green, Blue, Zoro, and Sanji. Volume is off, speed is on 2x, here we go. Guys, I do want to revisit Green, Blue, Zoro, and Sanji very soon, Green, Blue, Zonji. But, now's not the time, unfortunately. So they do, I think they won the dice roll and chose to go first, or maybe I won the dice roll and chose to go second. So either way, it works out for us. So we're going to go ahead and use our leader effect. We played out the Sanji on turn 1. They played out a turn 2 Nefeltari Vivi to draw some cards. Seems good. We're going to go ahead and cheat this card out. I'm actually not going to swing with the Sanji just yet. I'd rather get my life down a little bit lower. Oh, guys, this is a version, what I forgot to tell you guys. This is one of the versions I've been working on that's more of a Goa Kingdom style version of the deck. Sorry, guys. Y'all got a surprise here because I totally forgot about it. I completely forgot about this version I added today. But then the final version will be more of a control version like what we saw in the intro. My apologies, guys. Y'all are getting to see all kinds of blue-yellow ace today. So they're going to play out a Sugar. Now, one thing to remember about Sugar is the on-play effects can work with any leader, but the on-opponent's turn once per turn effect will only happen if your leader's Don Quixote Pirates. Okay, they're going to swing 6 into 2. We don't care about that. They used Vanderdecken trashing the blocker guy, the 2-cost blocker, to KO one of my cards. They attack into the other. We just let it go. We're just trying to develop the board right now. We're down to 2 life, so now we can start using our 5-cost 7K rush aces very effectively. Okay, let's see what we choose to do here. We have quite a few options. We're actually going to use our leader effect and develop another Sanji and Viola, it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and play out the 5. We're going to put the 5-cost 7K ace into life, and then we're going to Viola to flip it face down. They actually countered out of the 7K attack there. And we're going to play out the Viola and set up another Sanji. So now, if he does go to attack into my life, which, I mean, hey, I only have one character on the board. If he attacks into that, we might even let it go. Okay, plays out Hody Jones. So what I was going to say, let me finish my thought real quick. While they're attacking, they're going to swing 0 into 0. It's very tempting to counter out of that, guys, but I don't think I should. I don't think I do. But let me finish out my thought here. I thought they were just going to attack into my board. I was probably just going to let it go and start taking hits to life and then go from there, start drawing cards and have my 5-cost 7K ready to go. But okay, they're going to choose not to do that. We're going to use our leader effect, putting a 5-cost character into our life. And now we're just going to use the Zonji to gain a life. Yep, we'll go 5 into 0. They're not going to save that card, obviously. And now we're just going to go 11 into 8. This would cost 2 cards from their hand, bare minimum, if they have 2 2K counters. They didn't have it. That card's gone. And I think this game ends pretty abruptly here soon, guys, because it's at the point now where it's like, I'm gaining life. He has to attack into my board or I keep gaining life. Here's how it works, guys. Okay. 3 into 3, and I let that go. What is wrong with me, guys? I can't believe I let that card go. That was crazy. That was crazy. But I did. I did let it go there. But at the same time, I do want him to start attacking into my life. That was the main thing I was trying to say, was I need him to attack into me, so that way I can actually start getting my rush aces online. And this guy does go ahead and concede. I guess he thought I was going to save the character, and then he was just going to lock it down anyway for the turn with a carrot. But hey, we played around that by just trying to be greedy. I played around that effect. I was just trying to be greedy, guys. I was literally just trying to take this hit so he starts attacking in my face and I draw more cards, and then I can establish some blockers next turn. But apparently we completely played around his strategy there. He was going to try to get me to counter out fully because, guys, I've told blue-yellow ace players to protect Zonji at all cost. And for the most part, that is true. But in this situation here, I think we got a little bit lucky with that when we didn't take the bait. He just passed, because I think the other idea is this. Say he does play out another Hody Jones, he goes down to 1 life, and I just smash into it next turn, and I'm probably going to gain a life. That's just how this deck works. We're probably just going to keep gaining life and keep beating this board up, because that's what it does. Okay, we got one more game to go over. This one is running the list we showed off in the intro. This is a game versus purple, yellow, Nico, Robin. Okay, volume is off, speed is on 2x. Here we go. This is the list here, guys. I will show the other deck, guys. At the end of this video, I'll show the other deck as well. Okay, so they're going to swing for 5K. We're going to 1K counter out of that. They're going to play out Jaguar D-Sol. Nice little 3-cost blocker for Nico Robin. I mean, it's a 3-cost 5K blocker for anyone, but the trigger only works for Nico Robin. We're going to use our effect there. We actually whiffed. We whiffed the top 5 search there with our leader. Not a big deal. We're still going to swing for 5 with our Zonji because it draws us a card, gives them something to attack into, and then we still get to go about things like that. They're down to 2 life. I'm going to counter out of that aggressively. He's going to still get rid of it with the Nami, and now it's kind of like, okay, I wish I'd let that card go now, but I had no idea they were going to hit it with Nami. Okay, so we take that hit there. We just lose the life because it's a leader with banish. We just let it go. We're not worried about it. We're going to go 7 into 5. They give us a blocker. We're going to go ahead and use our leader effect and push that card to the top. We're going to pull it to our hand, KOing the Nami, and then we're just going to pass the turn. If I had another Zonji, I'd have played it right there. Now, they're going to go ahead and play out the 8-cost Katakuri on curve. Seems good. We're going to 1K counter out of the leader attack. Watch this, though. Hey, 2 people can play that game. We're going to swing for 5. Oh, what's this? Yep, I'll play out my own Katakuri and push yours to your life, and I do lose my my bottom life card at the end of the turn because it was face up because of my leader's effect. So they're going to play out the Kikinojo. They're going to swing for 9. We're just going to take it. But guys, don't be scared to take life with blue-yellow ace, even if they have banish, because you could just gain life right back. Okay, this is our Tin Dawn turn here. We are going to swing for 9. Let's see what happens. They take the hit. Let's see, there might be a trigger. Okay, it was the trigger that allows them to sort out their life. I think it's called Brûlée, the 3-cost Brûlée. But guess what? We're going to KO the Kikinojo to make them gain a life with our Sabo, right? We KO'd the Kikinojo with our Sabo, so they gained a life. Then we attacked into it, so we didn't give them back their Katakuri. Okay, my board's getting pretty big. They're swinging in for 11K with banish. Okay, hey, we're just going to let it go, guys. We're just going to let that go. We're going to swing for 7 out. Now we're really starting to beat them down. We're going to swing for 7 more, I think. We might do this first. Let's see how we do this. Okay, so we're going to use the 5-cost ace here to fix our hand a little bit and make sure. And right there, guys, so that was a little bit greedy. Okay, rewind. Hang on. We got to go back here. So these are the cards I had in my hand. I could have set the top of my deck to have a 5-cost in it for sure where I don't whiff at all. But I said, you know what? I want to be a little bit greedy here because I'm going to establish 2 blockers this turn anyway with the Viola now. Now that I got the Viola, I can be a little bit greedier. Because remember, I drew that with the Ace's effect, right? Because this is what my hand was before I play out the Ace. So when I play out the Ace, watch what happens. I get a Viola option and another Red Rock. okay, I don't need Red Rock anymore. I don't think that's necessary, so I bottom deck both Red Rocks. I do a top 5 search. I almost whiffed that. There was only a single 5 cost in there, but now I have that in my life. I smash in. They block out accordingly. We gain a life. Guys, we're back up to 2. Now we're at 3 life. Okay, now we're at 3 life, guys. Watch this next play. We got a really tricky play here. Watch this. They're going to swing for 6. I don't really want to take this because it is banished. We'll just 2K out of this one. We're at that stage of the game. Watch this, guys. We got a turn here. We got a turn here. We're going to swing for 5. We have Hiyori in our hand. Do you guys know what that card does? All right, we're going to swing in with everything. Swing 5, swing 6, swing 6. Ready for this? We're going to lose that life card at the end of the turn anyway. So let's go ahead and take that. And now we gain a life. Now we'll play it out, pushing their guy back to life. Brutal interaction there. Hiyori plus Katakuri there. Very brutal interaction. Okay, they play out the 9-cost Linlin. They're going to push a card to the bottom of our life. Let's see which card they choose. They choose the blocker. Okay, they push the blocker in. They're going to go 6 and a 6. I actually 2K counter out of this. That was a little bit greedy. I don't think I necessarily... I probably could have just let that card go. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, nice. And then we get the 5-cost promo Sabo. Okay, I rarely ever get to use this card. But watch this, guys. We actually get a very strong interaction here. We're going to swing for 5, 7, 9. Now watch this. I think we're going to swing for 7 more, and watch what we do here. With 7 Dawn remaining, I believe, right? Yeah, 7 Dawn remaining. We're going to be able to play out. I think we could have done things a little bit differently here. Yeah, we could have done things a little bit differently. I'll explain after this. Okay, I'm going to play out the Sabo. I'm going to pull the card from life to buff him. I'm going to play out the Viola and go from there. So let's pause actually and talk about it right now. We had a slightly more optimal play. What we could have done, notice I have 3 attached Dawn to my character, so I swung 5, 7, 7, 9. Okay, my opponent is up against the ropes. They're in deep, deep trouble right now, right? Because we even have blockers and everything. But here's the problem. What I could have done, it would have been slightly better, and I think I would have had an extra life from it, is instead of attaching, I should have just swung for swing 6, swing 7, so swing 6 with Sabo, the 5-cost Sabo, swing 7 with the 5-cost Ace, and then attach 2 Dawn to my leader, use the leader effect, right? So that would be all 3 of the Dawn I'm going to use for the turn. It was 1 on the Ace and then 2 on my other Ace, and then add a 5-cost to my life. And then from there, play out my 5-cost Sabo, pulling the Viola out, playing out the Viola, and going from there. That would have been a slightly more viable, or a slightly more optimal play. We would have gained a life. We would have been up to 4 life. We still get the blocker. Everything else would have been fine. Instead of it being a 5, 7, 7, 9 attack, though, it would have been a 6, 7, 7, 8 attack. I think that would have been a more optimal play just overall. Okay. But yeah, my opponent's in a lot of trouble now. We actually have full board control, and they have no life. They have 2 cards in hand. They are going to be able to eat up our board, but that was at the cost of one of their blockers. Okay, that card's gone. They're going to swing in for 6. Okay, I'm just going to let that card go. They're going to swing in for 9. We're, of course, going to block no matter where they go unless they attack my life. Now they play out a Katakuri, pushing the... They chose to not give me a life because we could have just taken it from the top or bottom of our life with our 5-cost Sabo. We're going to do that. We're going to grab the 5. So, guys, did y'all see what happened there? That was a little bit... That was pretty intricate what happened there. We do a top 5 search with our Ace leader for 2 Dawn. We find a 5-cost Sabo. The 5-cost Sabo that KOs a 5 or less by trashing a life. They have a Jaguar D Saw into their life. They pushed their Saw into their own life there, guys. That was a cool play by them with the Katakuri. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and pull that card to hand. We're going to swing for 7. They're going to take it, playing out the Jaguar D Saw. We're going to trash it with our character we just got. We're going to swing for 7, and then we would have swung for 9, but they only had 1 card in hand. Good game to my opponent. That was a fun one. Okay, now let's do this, guys. Let's go ahead and check out the deck list one more time. We're going to look at 2 different deck lists at the end here because I forgot. I actually thought both the games I was playing today was with this new list we were messing around with. I guess I had one that I totally forgot about. That was using the new Goa Kingdom version I've been messing with, that I've been tampering with. But this is the list right here, guys. I don't have a whole lot to say. There's not a huge update because this is kind of what we've been working with for a while. We don't have access to the 7-cost Odin. We will include that as soon as we can. It'll probably be -1 Kaido, -1 Katakuri, and it'll be +2 of the 7-cost Odin as soon as we get access to those. Another card to really consider that I think could be pretty decent in the deck is 7-cost Enel. Linlin's not bad either, to be honest. 7-cost Linlin, but 7-cost Enel I think is a little bit better because you can kind of attack and just start blitzing him down. But either one of these would be fine. The 7-cost Linlin or 7-cost Enel is a decent replacement for the Odin for the time being. It's not the same thing, but it could be kind of decent. Another card I've seen someone play, I can't remember who it was. There's a 6-cost Kinemon from all the way back in OP04. This is a 6-cost 6K. It's very similar to Odin in the fact that he gets to attack twice, but it's not the same condition where you get to pull a card back with the activate main, but it is cheaper, so you can attack for bigger numbers potentially. Actually, not really, because Odin's an 8K. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, whatever the case is, check out what it does. Activate main, once per turn, pay 1. You may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand, and this card becomes active. That is a once per turn, but you know that could help you close out games or help clean up the board. This is another option for the time being for Odin. It's not a bad card, but it's also not great either. Okay, so that's it for the Blue-Yellow Ace OP11 version of the control deck here we've been working on, the Life Ramp version. Now let me see if I can find the other one that we were just looking at. I think I called it Ace Go for Ace Goa. Yeah, I think this is it. So this is a list I'm working on. Ended up spoiling this one before I was ready, guys. Like I said, I could have sworn all my videos today were going to be of the new, like of the control version of the list, but hey, we snuck one in for the Goa Kingdom version, and this was it. Not a whole lot to talk about. It's just kind of all we have access to for Goa Kingdom right now. I'm hoping, and so I've heard rumors. There's a bunch of rumors going around, so don't, you know, take this with a grain of salt or however that expression goes. I don't know for sure what's how things are going to be, but there are some, you know, some rumors going around that OP13 is going to have access, or it's going to have support for the ST13 Three Brothers decks. I don't know if that's true or not. Like I said, I don't like to spread gossip or anything. That's why I'm trying to be very careful with my words here. But I don't know if that's true or not. But let me say this. I hope it does, because if we can make Blue-Yellow Ace more Goa Kingdom viable, kind of like how Red-Yellow Sabo is right now, then there might be something there. But for the time being, I will say this, guys. I think our best version of Blue-Yellow Ace is the Life Ramp Control version. And it just struggles so severely into Blue-Purple Luffy. So who knows, unless something happens with Blue-Purple Luffy, unless that leader gets banned or in some way, you know, restricted or like toned down in power level, it's going to be hard to justify running Blue-Yellow Ace in the OP11 format with Blue-Purple Luffy running around, you know, causing, you know, all that chaos, all that destruction. Okay? But yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I at least wanted to show you guys, since I teased it in today's video. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I want to spend an entire video talking about this deck and showing it off, showing it in action, showing you guys what it can do. All right, I'm done, guys. I'm done. Hope y'all enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me go ahead and get the outro on here. Oh, hang on, I can't even see it. There we go. Notice I didn't have my glasses on today, guys. It's been one of those days. I don't like to complain, but I got to give you guys a quick little rant at the end of the video here, because we made it. I had to rush today's video. It was so I had to drop my truck off at the shop. It was just time for a tune-up. You know, it's been a while since I tuned it up. Nothing bad. Had to get the truck fixed up. So my mom comes to meet me for lunch. You know, she comes to pick me up so we can go have lunch. She gets a flat tire, so we had to fix that. You know, I'm like, okay, here we go. I have to take, you know, jack up the car, take the tire off, put the donut on there, you know, the spare tire, and then we go to lunch. We're trying to figure that out. It was just one of those days. You guys know how it is, where it's like sometimes when it rains, it pours. And again, I'm not trying to complain, guys. Please, I'm not asking for sympathy or anything like that. But man, it was one of those videos. I'm sure y'all could tell in this video how much I was trying to rush things. It's just been one of those videos, because after this, I have to go pick up my kids or figure out what's going on there, because kids are out of school now, so I don't know if they're going to get dropped off or do that or do this. That could interrupt my entire video. It's been one of those days. But anyway, today was meant to be a short, chill video. Hope y'all enjoyed some Blue-Yellow Ace action. It is, it's still one of my absolute favorite, if not my favorite decks to play right now, is Blue-Yellow Ace. It just really stinks that it's getting gate kept a little bit by Blue-Purple Luffy. But who knows, guys? If y'all can figure something out with me, we'll try to figure out a way to beat Blue-Purple Luffy. If we can figure that out, I think it's going to be smooth sailing, guys. I think it's going to be smooth sailing for Blue-Yellow Ace. All right, that's it. Hope y'all enjoyed. Guys, if you're supporting me, guys, if you are liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, viewing my stuff, using my TCG Player affiliate link, if you're supporting me through donations on Patreon or PayPal, if you're a Playmat supporter, a YouTube member, part of the Discord community, however you're helping me out, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Hope you guys are, you know, hope you guys are enjoying this community as much as I am. This community has been incredible so far. All right, I'm done. Till next time, guys. Peace.